Alright everybody, so JB4 for the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. Good old JB4. Ooh, pretty. This box is a lot bigger than what I have on the BMW. Whoa. Yeah, well, that's a big one. Yeah. Pretty hefty. All right, got some cables here. Got the harness. So this thing is JB4 Connect. Okay, that's the Bluetooth dongle. Cool. That's how you connect via Bluetooth. Sounds good. I actually thought it was going to come as a separate piece that I would have to plug in. Looks like that's not the case. Okay. So, basically, since I don't have the Android screen in, I opted for the Bluetooth. That way I can wirelessly have it connected to my phone. When I get that Android screen, I'm going to see if it'll connect via Bluetooth. If not, I'm going to need to get the USB connection for this and run that into the car and connect it to the screen. Usually these Android screen units, I find, have a little issue with connecting to devices through Bluetooth. That's not like a phone. So that's why on the Beamer, I chose to do the USB cable. All right, so. Okay, that is OBDII connector. All right, cool. Let's get it going. All right, first order of business is to take off this cover. Basically, it pops right off with no tools. Let's see if I can put this camera down somewhere. Pops right off. Popped right off. All right, so basically here's the order of business. All right, we're going to take the rainbow colored connections, right? And they're going to go on between the driver's side map sensor, which is this guy right here. All right, focus. Okay, that right here, driver's side map sensor. It's connected to the intake. So intake manifold, map sensor. You'll unplug this, plug this end into rainbow. All right, so you're going to plug this end into the sensor, and the plug that came out of the sensor is going to plug into here. Rainbow colored map sensor. Then we're going to go over on the other side. We're going to connect this one right here, black and brown connectors. All right, this is going to go into the sensor. the cable that comes out of the sensor is going to go into here. All right, now that map sensor is right in here. All right, yeah, it's right in there. Still bolted to the intake. So to get to this, I might have to come from under here somehow. Yeah, might have to lift this box up to get to it. This box actually lifts up. You'll pull it up to give you some clearance under here to plug that in. And then we have, all right, so we did that. Then the T-map sensors. All right, these two are interchangeable. Doesn't matter which one you put on the driver's side or which one you put on the passenger side, they're interchangeable. So these are the 3-prong connectors. Both 3-prong connectors. These two, 4-prong connectors. All right, now those will go right here. All right, it's the T-map sensor. All right, which sits on this, I believe that is intercooler. Yeah, it's a water to air intercooler. Same thing on this side. It's right here. All right, you see where this yellow connector is? It's right here. Okay, let me get it from this side. Okay, it's right here. This connector, right here. Okay, that's the sensor right there. So you can see, if you follow throttle body to intake piping down to where water to air intercooler is, it's right here. Same thing with this, throttle body, intake piping down to right here. This one's easier to reach. This is the driver's side one. And it doesn't matter which one of the 3 prongs you do. I like clean installs, like it looking as stock as possible. In another video, I'll show you guys the Beamer install, how I did it on that. I like it looking clean, as stock as possible. So what I noticed when I was looking is that, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. There is a rubber grommet in there. All right. All right, you guys see that? See that skinny wire right here, and that thicker wire? So there's a rubber grommet, and these wires lead inside the car. I might poke a little hole into that to get the wire for the OBDII connector in there. So now we have this thick side, and we got this thin side. So most likely the easiest thing for me to do is go from inside the car and try to get this head through that rubber grommet to come out to the engine bay. And then if I ever need to bring it to the dealer for any reason, I will unplug this from the JB4, unplug this from the OBDII, tuck this inside under the dash somewhere, tuck this back as far as possible, and yeah, all that good stuff. But that's that. All right, let's get the install. All right, so a little preliminary. I laid out, I got the JB4 sitting right here, kind of laid out the cable to check the length and kind of think about what I want to do. All right, we got this right here, which is the rainbow connections. It's gonna go to that sensor right there. Then we got this right here. All right, which is going to go to that sensor that is right in there. Then we got these wires right here. We got this one. It's gonna connect down in there. And then we got this wire right here. It's here, and that is going to connect to that sensor down there. Be able to reach. So for both of these, I'm gonna bring them down into the middle, connect it that way. Gonna bring this one down into the middle and connect it that way. So you gotta pull the yellow tab, then push the black tab down. When you push the black tab down, that'll release the plug. So you gotta push down and pull at the same time. There you go. Push down and pull at the same time. Cut this out. Okay. Now we're gonna take this rainbow sensor right here. So this plug that we just unplugged, I'm gonna plug it into here, and then we're gonna plug this part into the sensor. All right, so when you plug it in, yellow wire facing down, black wire facing up. All right, so that's how it is. Yellow wire facing down, black wire facing up. All right. And then this can only go in one way. All right, to make it easier to get to this sensor, just pull this air box up. See, just pulls right up. It basically is being held the same way the top of the engine is being held. So raise this up to give you some more clearance to get this thing in easier. There we go. Side, do the same thing. Just pop this side up. Oh, so it popped up already. So that way we can get in that sensor connector. Way to get to this thing. Alright, so when you lift the air box, gives you some more clearance to get in there. Same principle. Pull the yellow tab back, press the black tab, pull the connector up. Words of wisdom for the one on the passenger side. Pull up the air box. It'll make your job so much easier, because then you'll have some room to get your arm in here to help you get it in and get it out. Just be careful with this right here. But yeah, you basically can fit your hand in here, fit your hand through here, so you can get your hand here, pretty much, to get to that connector right back there. That's easy, because I was struggling with it, and that was the easiest way. All right, almost there. So the pointy side down there, we got this right here, so, alright, we got a pointy side, tab here, and a flat side. So since the pointy side was the one attached to the clip, we're going to make sure the pointy side is attaching into the clip. This side goes down into here. Push it till it clips. And then hear it clip. There we go. Alright, same thing with this one down here. Don't mistake it for this one. It's not that one. That looks like a thermostat. Yeah, coolant sensor. It's not the one you want. You need the one down there. This guy right down here. Alright, under this hose, intake hose under this hose. That's what you need. Same thing, pull the yellow tab and wiggle it out. Come on, focus. Okay, I'll take this guy. Pointy side. It's going to attach to that right there. Alright, pointy side, and clip. Alright, this guy's gonna go down into here. Plug into this. Alright, nice clip. Perfect. Alright. Yeah. Okay, all sensors are in. All right, now we're gonna put the air box back down. Got something holding it right there, holding it up so I could get to everything. So just gonna take that out, push it back down. All right, air box is back down. All right, we got this going around here. He's going down the middle. Got this one wrapping around behind here, tucked down under here to the sensor. Now deal with JB4. So we're gonna tuck it in here. But we got to get this wire inside to plug into the OBDII port. Okay, so now remember that grommet we saw in there. Yep, that right there. That rubber grommet right there with that big wire going in there and that little wire at the bottom. I think I found where it goes into the car. So that is right there. All right, that's it right there. That's the little wire on the bottom. That's that big spool of wires on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke a little hole right about here, right in that boot. Poke a little hole right about there with like a metal hanger, and then run it into the engine bay. So basically I'll pull it out from the other side. Okay, I got my trusty wire running tool, also known as a metal hanger. All right, I'm gonna poke this into that hole. I'm gonna run it out into the engine bay. I'm gonna try to grab it from the engine bay, pull it a little. Then I'm going to tape that end to this and pull it through. All right guys, so I did a little bit in reverse. I found that it was a little bit easier to go into the engine bay and push it from the engine bay through. Let's see if we can see it. That's it right here. Okay, that's it right here. And that's it. Down into that boot that we found. Right there. Right through there. See if I can get a view. Okay, right there. Okay, right under. Alright, so I'm gonna pull some more of this in. Alright, that's it right there. Grab this end here. Alright, so we're gonna put it on here like so. Alright. And we are going to tape it to this. I poked a pretty tiny hole, so hopefully this goes through. That's gonna give me a little hard time. hole might have to be a little bigger, but we'll see. All right, so this is how the tape job looks. Actual connector sitting right here. I wrap some of the cord down. Here's the end of the metal hanger sits here. I wrap some of the cord, and I pass the connector, wrapped it a little bit further up. See, connector's down here, wrapped it further up. So my hopes is that this will come out on the other side, and then I'll be able to pull all this through. I know this is going to be a pain. But basically when it's done, other side plugs to JB4, and this side plugs into right there, OBDII port. Nice and flush. All right. See if this is going to work the way I expect it to. Woohoo! It worked. All right. It worked. I got the cable out. All right. Worked. Connector's right here. Cool. All right. So that end is going to plug into that part of the JB4. There you go. Okay. Here, plug you in right here. This one. Tuck you in. tucked it in here. Tuck it in back here. Okay. All right, and I tuck the excess basically in this pocket right here. On this side, we'll leave a little slack on this side, the JB4, in case we need to pull it out. See, in case we need to pull it out, that's enough slack to have it completely out. Now, I'm gonna tuck it in here. Make sure it's not gonna bother this electronic brake booster here. To tuck this in. Tuck the connect in. Let's see, I'd say facing up probably. Yeah. Okay, so I tucked it in there, basically hanging upwards. So one, it's not too close to the brake booster. And two, not too close to that, in case we're filling up some washer fluid. Don't want that falling on it. So be careful when you wash the car or anything, or even when you're filling this right here up. Make sure it doesn't spill on it. Gonna line this up, slap it back down. Okay, looks good. Nothing poking out here. Looks good. Nothing poking out here. You can see that, but no one will know. Now this right here. Let's have it sit up a little bit. And that poking over. Okay. Now, see how this works. Alright, so I started it up. No check engine lights or anything. That concludes my install of the JB4 on my Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you could see more content. I'll be posting more content on Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio installs and also on my BMW 335i and also other installs and DIYs on other performance cars, track days, reviews, and everything. You can get this JB4 at burgertuning.com. They're great. They help with tuning. They help with troubleshooting, parts installs, everything. They're a great site. Great guys. So, see you soon.